Welcome to the Family Status Changes video. Before we get to the main presentation, let's take care of some housekeeping items. To provide you with a future reference and make your note-taking easier, we've provided a presentation learning guide. You can use the learning guide to follow along with the presentation. You'll see the link to the learning guide in the YouTube description box. Please note that due to the large number of participants, although the chat feature is active, we won't be able to respond to member questions during this presentation. If you have any questions, please contact us directly. In this presentation, we will provide you with information to consider when major life changes occur. We'll review what actions to take after events such as marriage, registering a domestic partnership, birth or adoption of a child, divorce or termination of a domestic partnership, moving, and loss of a loved one. As we go through the presentation, we'll talk about the process for both active and retired members. Generally, active members will work through your employers. Retirees will work through CalPERS. Some of the processes will be similar for more than one event. At the end of the presentation, you'll learn how to contact CalPERS to notify us of any changes. There may be many things you need to consider if you experience any of these life events. In today's presentation, however, we'll be discussing how these life events may affect your CalPERS programs or benefits. The main areas of your CalPERS benefits that family status changes can affect are your retirement and your health benefits. Please note that each of these programs may not apply to everyone. The family status changes we'll be discussing today may also affect other benefits such as employer-sponsored savings plans. If you participate in an employer-sponsored savings plan such as a 401k or 457, you should contact your employer or the savings plan directly if any of these life events occur. Let's get started with the first item on the agenda, getting married or forming a domestic partnership. Did you know that when you enter into a new marriage or a registered domestic partnership, it revokes any beneficiary designation you may have on file with CalPERS? You'll need to complete a new beneficiary designation form to ensure your benefits go to whom you wish. Otherwise, any benefits would be paid out according to state law. There are separate beneficiary designation forms you need to complete if you are still working or if you are retired, so make sure you use the correct form. If you're an active or inactive employee, you can make beneficiary changes in your MyCalPERS account. Retirees can make changes to their beneficiaries for any lump sum benefits in their MyCalPERS account, but for complete information on changing your beneficiary after retirement, please review our publication, Changing Your Beneficiary or Monthly Benefit After Retirement, which is publication 98. In order for the survivor continuance benefit to be payable to your spouse or partner after retirement, you must be married or in a partnership for at least 1 year prior to your retirement date. If you get married or form a domestic partnership after retirement, survivor continuance would not apply to your new spouse or partner. As a retiree, not only do you need to review your beneficiary designation, you may need to review your current tax withholding and exemptions. You can log into your MyCalPERS account to make changes, or you can complete our tax withholding election form. Now let's discuss how a marriage or domestic partnership may affect your health benefits. As an active member who is still working, you can add your new spouse or partner and any eligible stepchildren to your health coverage. You can add them through your employer's personnel office, or if your employer enables it, you can add them in your MyCalPERS account. You'll need to provide a copy of your marriage certificate or registered domestic partnership. If you're retired, contact CalPERS as soon as possible to add your new spouse or partner and any eligible stepchildren to your coverage. We'll need a copy of your marriage certificate or your registered domestic partnership, along with your new spouse's or partner's Social Security number and Medicare card, if applicable. As a retiree, you can also add new dependents to your health coverage using your MyCalPERS account. Adding your new spouse or registered domestic partner must be done within 60 days from the date the qualifying event occurred, so don't delay in getting your employer or CalPERS the required information. If you get all the required documents to us, or if you're still working, to your employer within that 60-day window, then they will be added the first of the following month after the receipt of all the documentation. Next on the agenda is the birth or adoption of a child. As with a new marriage or domestic partnership, the birth or adoption of a child also revokes any beneficiary designation you may have on file with CalPERS. And again, there are separate beneficiary designation forms for active and retired members, so be sure to use the correct form. You may need to adjust your tax withholdings. As an active employee, see your employer. Retirees go through CalPERS to change tax withholdings. If you have health benefits through CalPERS and are an active employee, you can add your new child to your health coverage through your personnel office, or, if your employer enables it, you can log into your MyCalPERS account and add them there. You'll need a copy of the birth certificate or adoption papers. Be sure to provide your new child's Social Security number. Retirees with CalPERS health benefits will contact us to add new dependents or add them through MyCalPERS. The 60-day enrollment window applies here as well. What happens if you get divorced or terminate a domestic partnership? Your CalPERS benefits are considered community property under California law. You should review our publications A Guide to CalPERS Community Property, Pub 38A, and CalPERS Model Domestic Relations Orders, Pub 38B, to see how this may impact the benefits you are receiving now if you are already retired, or your future retirement benefits if you're still working. CalPERS will need a copy of your Community Property Settlement Agreement. Be sure to review your beneficiary designation form. Your dissolution of marriage revokes a beneficiary designation you may currently have on file with CalPERS. Again, there are separate beneficiary designation forms you need to complete if you are still working or retired, so be sure you use the correct version. As we mentioned earlier, for complete information on changing your beneficiary after retirement, please review our publication Changing Your Beneficiary or Monthly Benefit After Retirement. You may need to review your current tax withholding and exemptions. If you're retired, log into your MyCalPERS account to make changes, or complete our tax withholding election form. If you're still an active employee, see your employer. You must remove your ex-spouse or partner from your health plan. Former spouses or registered domestic partners are ineligible for CalPERS health benefits even if there is a court order to provide the ex-spouse or former partner with health coverage. If you're still working, contact your personnel office to have your ex-spouse removed from your health plan. Your employer will need a copy of your divorce decree. If you're retired, contact CalPERS to have your ex-spouse removed from your health plan. We'll also need a copy of your divorce decree. Your ex-spouse or domestic partner will be removed from your health plan the first of the following month after your divorce or termination date. It's really important to get us your divorce decree as soon as possible because, if necessary, we will retroactively delete them from your health plan. This can cause a problem if they continue to seek services under your CalPERS health insurance because you would be financially responsible for any services they sought while they weren't supposed to be covered on your plan. Moving can also affect your benefits. It's important that we and your employer have your correct address. If you're still working, please notify your personnel office of your address change and they will update your information with CalPERS. If you're retired and you have your monthly benefit payment mailed to your home, it's important that you notify us of your new address as soon as possible. If you change banks when you move, you may need to change your direct deposit as well. As a retiree, you can change your address in your MyCalPERS account or by calling us. If you are moving out of California and are receiving a CalPERS benefit payment and having state of California taxes withheld, be sure to submit a new signed tax withholding election form or log into your MyCalPERS account if you wish to stop California state taxes from being withheld. Consult a tax professional if you have any questions about your tax withholding. Moving can also affect your health benefits. As both an active or retired member, you must choose a CalPERS health plan that provides coverage in your work or home zip code, so a change in your address could mean you have to change health plans. Use our Health Plan Search by Zip Code tool on our CalPERS website to see what plans are available in your new zip code. There's also a Search and Compare Health Plans tool in MyCalPERS, which, in addition to showing you what health plans are available in your zip code, allows you to compare the plans and search for doctors. Now let's talk about what happens if you become ill or disabled. If you become ill or otherwise disabled and are unable to perform the duties of your job, disability retirement may be an option. If your disability appears to be permanent and you will be unable to perform the usual duties of your position, review the guide to completing your disability retirement election application, Pub 35. We also have a self-paced online class on the disability retirement process. You enroll in your MyCalPERS account. If you choose to apply for a disability retirement, complete and return all of the required forms from the disability publication to CalPERS. You can also start the disability retirement process in your MyCalPERS account. If you are still working and become terminally ill, contact CalPERS about the possibility of filing for retirement as soon as possible. A CalPERS emergency retirement counselor can advise you of actions you should take and expedite retirement processing if necessary. Be sure to review your beneficiary designation form to ensure it is accurate and up to date. You should review the CalPERS Special Power of Attorney publication, Pub 30, to decide if you need to designate an attorney-in-fact to conduct your retirement affairs. Please note the CalPERS Special Power of Attorney does not confer any authority over health decisions. Contact your employer, your union, and the Social Security Administration to determine if there are any other benefits payable to you. If you currently have CalPERS health benefits, there are specific requirements to continue health coverage into retirement or to maintain the right to re-enroll in the future after retirement. Review the disability publication or your member booklet for details. Your member booklet is available on our website under Forms and Publications. There are several different versions depending on your employer type. If you're still working, you should contact your personnel office to determine the continuing coverage of your surviving family members after your death. They can also help explain how coverage may be continued through COBRA. Contact us to find out how your emergency retirement can affect your continuation of health coverage for your eligible surviving family members. Please consult the disability section of our website where we have additional helpful information on the steps to take if you become disabled or terminally ill. Now we'll briefly discuss what to do if a CalPERS member or beneficiary passes away. If a CalPERS member or benefit recipient dies, CalPERS will need to be notified of the death. If the deceased member was still working, their employer should be notified, who will then notify CalPERS. For a retired member or benefit recipient, CalPERS should be notified directly. In either case, we will send the necessary paperwork to determine who will be the beneficiary and what benefits will be paid. The death benefit application publication, which includes the necessary forms, can only be obtained upon reporting a death to CalPERS. It cannot be ordered online. All of the required forms will need to be completed and returned to CalPERS, along with the required documentation. We'll need a photocopy of the death certificate. If a beneficiary dies, be sure to review your beneficiary designation form. You may also want to review your current power of attorney or consider completing a CalPERS Special Power of Attorney form. If you're still working, contact your personnel office to remove this family member from your health benefits. They will need a copy of the death certificate. If you're retired, contact us to have this family member removed from your health plan. We'll also need a copy of the death certificate. And again, for complete information on changing your beneficiary after retirement, review our publication, Changing Your Beneficiary or Monthly Benefit After Retirement, Pub 98. Please visit the Death Benefits section of our website for additional helpful information. Finally, it can be helpful to know how to contact CalPERS. One of the best ways to contact CalPERS is through MyCalPERS Messages. You access messages through the Messages link available in the upper right-hand corner of every MyCalPERS screen. In Messages, you can submit an inquiry directly to CalPERS. Because your request comes from a secured source behind your username and password, in most cases, CalPERS will be able to provide a more personalized response. When CalPERS answers your inquiry, you'll be notified by email that you have a message waiting in MyCalPERS. Simply log in to review the response. You can contact CalPERS by mail. If your question will require us to include protected personnel information in the response, then mail is often the best way to get your question answered. When corresponding with CalPERS by mail, keep the following in mind. The average response time is currently 30 to 60 days, and some inquiries which require additional research may take longer. For 24-hour service, try the CalPERS automated phone system. Most questions can be answered in a few simple steps. Our CalPERS representatives are available from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. In most cases, they can assist you in a single call. The busiest times to call CalPERS are the first of the month, Mondays, and the day after a holiday, and we now offer a callback feature so you can avoid waiting on hold. You can reach the automated phone system or speak to a CalPERS representative by calling 888-CalPERS, which is 888-225-7377. And finally, you can visit a CalPERS regional office. CalPERS has 8 regional offices located throughout the state where staff will assist you with a variety of services and classes. To gain a better overall understanding of your CalPERS benefits and get your questions answered, you can sign up for an instructor-led class that's offered virtually or in person at one of our 8 regional office locations. You can schedule a virtual, phone, or in-person appointment through your MyCalPERS account. Pre-scheduled appointments at our regional offices can fill up over a month in advance, so please plan ahead. In-person walk-ins are available, but walk-ins can often wait over an hour. If you need to visit one of our offices, we would like to offer some suggestions to help you be prepared and get the most out of your visit. Check out our retirement planning classes and online services. Read and complete necessary forms to the best of your ability and bring any supporting documents. Bring your retirement estimate with you as we are unable to generate any estimates on site. Write down a list of any specific questions you may have. Be prepared to be scheduled into a retirement class if you haven't been to one, or you may need to follow up with another visit if a complex issue requires further research. Before we end, I want to tell you that this presentation, like our previous presentations, is available as a video on our YouTube channel. Access our YouTube channel through our website, www.calpers.ca.gov, or directly on the YouTube website at www.youtube.com/calpers. Our presentation today was intended to give you an understanding of how family status changes can affect your CalPERS benefits. To reinforce the information you've received today, I encourage you to take one of our member education classes. You can enroll in your MyCalPERS account under Education. Please note that CalPERS is governed by the Public Employees Retirement Law. The information in this video is general. The retirement law is complex and subject to change. If there is a conflict between the law and the information presented in this video, any decisions will be based on the law. Later today, you'll receive an email with a short evaluation. Please answer all of the questions as it's important for us to get your feedback to help us improve these presentations. Thank you for taking time out of your day to attend this presentation, and have a great day.